Do you find yourself waking up multiple times a night to use the bathroom, disrupting your sleep and leaving you feeling drained? Are those unexpected urges during the day making you hesitant to leave the house, or constantly looking for the nearest restroom? This persistent worry, discomfort, and disruption can truly affect your quality of life, stopping you from enjoying simple pleasures and even feeling embarrassing at times. Many people assume these issues are just an inevitable part of getting older, a fact of life we simply have to accept. But what if a significant part of the problem is sitting right on your dinner plate or in your morning cuppa? It's true. Your diet plays a much larger role in your urinary health than you might think, especially as we move past the age of 60. Today, we're going to uncover 5 common foods and drinks that a urologist would strongly advise you to avoid if you want to support a healthy bladder and kidneys and genuinely feel more comfortable and confident in your daily life. We'll dive into these surprising culprits, exploring exactly why they cause trouble and what simple, enjoyable swaps you can make to feel better quickly. Stick with me until the very end, because I've got one crucial piece of advice that many people overlook, and it might just surprise you with how much difference it can make. Let's start our journey into smarter eating with the first item on our list, something that's probably a staple in many kitchens and pantries, but often in disguise highly processed salty foods. Now, we all know that too much salt isn't good for blood pressure, and that's certainly true, but its impact on your urinary system goes much further. When you consume a lot of salt, your body tries to balance the fluid levels, and this often means holding on to more water. This extra fluid puts a significant strain on your kidneys, which are constantly working to filter waste and maintain that delicate balance. Over time, this added burden can affect their efficiency. Beyond that, excessive salt can actually dehydrate you on a cellular level. Even if you feel like you're drinking enough water, this dehydration can make your urine more concentrated, which in turn can irritate the bladder lining, leading to increased urgency and frequency of bathroom trips. Think of it like this: a little salt is fine, but a lot of salt in your diet is like making your body work overtime, all the time, just to keep up. The real trick with salty foods is that they're not just in the obvious culprits like crisps or packets of salted nuts. They're hidden everywhere, sneaking into foods you might consider healthy or convenient. Think about those frozen dinners designed for a quick meal, canned soups that seem so comforting on a chilly evening, processed meats like bacon, sausages, and even many deli slices that are packed with sodium as a preservative, pre-packaged sauces, salad dressings, and even some breads can be loaded with hidden salt. Fast food, of course, is notorious for its high sodium content. It's not just about the taste, it's about the silent impact these seemingly innocuous items are having on your delicate urinary system. So, what can you do about it? The good news is, making a change here is surprisingly simple once you start paying attention. The first actionable step is to become a label reader. Take a moment to look at the sodium content on the nutrition labels of everything you buy. Look for options labeled low sodium or no added salt. Even better, try to cook more meals at home. This gives you complete control over what goes into your food. Instead of reaching for the salt shaker, experiment with herbs and spices to add incredible flavor. Fresh garlic, onion powder, paprika, turmeric, oregano, basil. The possibilities are endless, and they're so much better for your body. Choose fresh produce whenever you can, as it's naturally low in sodium. I've heard from so many people, just like you, who cut down on processed meals and noticed a significant reduction in how often they had to get up at night, or how many bathroom breaks they needed during a simple outing. And remember, staying well hydrated with plain water throughout the day is crucial. It helps your kidneys flush out waste more effectively and keeps your urine from becoming overly concentrated and irritating. Now that we've understood the impact of excessive salt and how it quietly affects your bladder, let's explore another common culprit that might be affecting your urinary comfort: sugary drinks, and even their diet counterparts with artificial sweeteners. It might seem surprising, But both real sugar and those clever artificial sweeteners can be significant bladder irritants. When you consume a lot of real sugar, it can lead to increased inflammation throughout your body, and that includes the lining of your bladder. An inflamed bladder is a sensitive bladder, more prone to feeling urgent and needing to go more frequently. Think of it like a minor sunburn on your skin. It's just more sensitive to everything that touches it. Sugary drinks, in particular, deliver a concentrated dose of this inflammatory sugar directly into your system. But what about the artificial sweeteners, the ones that promise sweetness without the calories? Many people switch to diet sodas or sugar-free snacks thinking they're making a healthier choice, especially for conditions like diabetes. However, many artificial sweeteners, such as aspartame, saccharin, and sucralose, contain chemicals that are known bladder irritants for a surprising number of people. While they might not raise your blood sugar, they can still trigger those uncomfortable feelings of urgency and frequency, sometimes even more so than real sugar for sensitive bladders. It's like your bladder is sending an alarm signal, telling you it's unhappy with these chemical invaders. So, what are these sneaky culprits we're talking about? Fizzy drinks, the regular kind and the diet versions, sweetened fruit juices, even those healthy ones that often have added sugar, energy drinks, and many sweetened teas and coffees. Even some sugar-free snacks and chewing gums contain artificial sweeteners that can cause trouble. It's often the hidden sources that surprise us most. The good news is, making a change here can bring almost immediate relief for some people. The most effective step is to swap these sugary and artificially sweetened beverages for plain, good old water. If plain water feels a bit boring, try adding a slice of lemon, lime, cucumber, or a few berries for a natural flavor boost. Sparkling water can also be a great alternative if you miss the fizz. Unsweetened herbal teas, served hot or cold, are another wonderful option that can actually be very soothing for your bladder. If you crave sweetness, try reaching for whole fruit. The natural sugars in fruit come with fiber and nutrients that help your body process them more gently, and they don't hit your bladder with the same sudden irritation. Gradually reduce your reliance on sugary or artificially sweetened products, and you might be amazed at how much calmer your bladder feels. I've heard from countless individuals, just like you, who thought their frequent bathroom trips were inevitable, only to find significant relief just by swapping out their daily diet cola for water. It's a simple change, but it can make a profound difference to your daily comfort. Now that we've understood the impact of excessive salt and artificial sweetness, let's explore another common culprit that might be affecting your urinary comfort, especially if you enjoy a morning pick-me-up or too excessive caffeine. While a cup of coffee might be a beloved ritual for many, especially after 60, caffeine is a well-known diuretic. This means it makes your body produce more urine, and often at a faster rate than usual. It also acts as a stimulant for your bladder muscle, which can lead to increased urgency and more frequent trips to the bathroom. Think of it as putting your bladder into overdrive. While 1 or 2 cups in the morning might be perfectly fine for some, consuming large quantities throughout the day, or having caffeinated beverages late in the afternoon or evening, can severely impact not just your bladder health, but also your quality of sleep. And we all know how important good sleep is, especially as we age. Waking up multiple times at night to use the bathroom is one of the most common complaints, and often, excessive or late-day caffeine is a major contributor. So, where is this caffeine hiding? The most obvious sources are coffee, of course, but also black tea, many energy drinks, and even some fizzy drinks. You might also find it in certain chocolates, especially dark chocolate. If consumed in large quantities, it's about being mindful of your total intake throughout the day. It's not necessarily about cutting it out entirely, but understanding your body's tolerance and when to draw the line. The actionable steps here are about moderation and timing. If you love your morning brew, perhaps stick to 1 or 2 cups and enjoy them earlier in the day. Consider switching to decaffeinated options for subsequent cups, or explore the wonderful world of herbal teas. Herbal teas offer a comforting warmth and a variety of flavors without the diuretic and stimulating effects of caffeine. Chamomile, peppermint, ginger, and rooibos are all excellent, caffeine-free choices. Paying attention to when you consume caffeine is key. Many people find that cutting off caffeine intake after midday or early afternoon makes a dramatic difference in their nighttime bathroom trips and overall sleep quality. I've heard incredible stories from individuals who, after years of restless nights, finally slept through without interruption simply by cutting back on their afternoon coffees. It's a small adjustment that can lead to profound improvements in your comfort and rest. Next on our list are very spicy foods. This might come as a surprise to some, especially if you enjoy a bit of a kick in your meals. But for many, particularly those with sensitive bladders or existing urinary issues, spicy foods can be a real irritant. The compound responsible for the heat in chili peppers, called capsaicin, can act as an irritant to the delicate lining of your bladder. Much like it can irritate your mouth or digestive tract, when your bladder lining gets irritated, it can trigger symptoms like increased urgency, a burning sensation when you urinate, or just a general feeling of discomfort. This is especially true for individuals who already experience conditions like an overactive bladder. While the delicious flavor might be enjoyable, the aftermath for your urinary system can be quite unpleasant, leading to more frequent and uncomfortable trips to the bathroom. It's all about how your unique body reacts. Some people can handle a full-blown inferno without an issue, while others find even a mild sprinkle of chili flakes causes distress. What sorts of foods are we talking about here? Hot curries, chili con carne, very spicy sauces, cayenne pepper in dishes, or those super hot wings that dare you to eat them. It's important to remember that spicy means different things to different people, so your personal tolerance is the best guide. The practical advice here is to identify your own personal tolerance level. If you consistently notice that your bladder symptoms worsen after eating a particularly spicy meal, it's a clear sign that it might be a culprit for you. You don't necessarily have to give up flavor entirely. You can try reducing the heat in your dishes or avoiding the very spiciest options altogether. Experiment with milder spices that still add depth and warmth to your food without the bladder-irritating capsaicin. Think about using spices like turmeric, cumin, coriander, or paprika. These can create wonderfully flavorful meals without putting your bladder under stress. I've known people who absolutely loved hot sauce on everything, but once they dialed down the spice level, they were astonished to find that their chronic bladder issues, which they had long accepted as normal, significantly improved or even resolved entirely. It's a simple test you can perform for yourself, and the potential relief is well worth exploring. Finally, let's talk about a widely enjoyed social lubricant that can also be a significant contributor to urinary discomfort: excessive alcohol. Alcohol, much like caffeine, is a known diuretic, meaning it increases urine production. This effect alone can lead to more frequent and urgent bathroom trips. But beyond that, alcohol is also a direct bladder irritant. It can make the bladder more sensitive and irritable, leading to feelings of urgency even when your bladder isn't particularly full. Regular or excessive consumption can disrupt the normal, healthy functioning of your bladder, contributing to ongoing issues like frequency, urgency, and even leakage. Think of how a few drinks can quickly send you to the restroom. That's the diuretic effect in action. But over time, the direct irritation can become a persistent problem. Furthermore, alcohol can contribute to dehydration, which we've already discussed as a potential irritant for the bladder. Your body tries to compensate for the dehydrating effect of alcohol by flushing fluids, leading to even more bathroom trips. And let's not forget its impact on sleep. Alcohol might make you feel drowsy initially, but it often leads to fragmented, restless sleep later in the night, when your sleep is disrupted, and your bladder is already working overtime due to alcohol's diuretic and irritating effects. It's a recipe for multiple nighttime bathroom awakenings, leaving you tired and frustrated the next day. So, what's the sensible approach? The key here is moderation. Limiting your alcohol intake, especially in the evenings, can make a remarkable difference to your urinary comfort and sleep quality. Consider choosing water or non-alcoholic alternatives when you're out, or if you do choose to drink. Alternate each alcoholic beverage with a glass of water to help counteract the dehydrating effects and keep your system flushed. Many people find that even just cutting back on that evening glass of wine or beer significantly reduces their nighttime bathroom trips, leading to better, more restorative sleep. I've heard from gentlemen who had almost given up on a full night's rest, only to find it was within reach once they moderated their evening drinks. It's about finding a balance that allows you to enjoy life without sacrificing your comfort and well-being. So, we've talked about saying goodbye to those highly processed salty snacks that put a strain on your kidneys and bladder, and rethinking those sugary and artificially sweetened drinks that can irritate your system. We also explored why cutting back on excessive caffeine, especially later in the day, can bring significant relief, and how even those fiery, spicy foods might be playing a role in your bladder discomfort. Finally, we looked at how moderating alcohol can truly transform your nighttime sleep and overall bladder health, leading to more comfortable days and restful nights. Remember, making these changes isn't about deprivation. It's about empowerment. It's about taking control of your health and feeling better, more confident, and more comfortable in your own skin. Even small, gradual changes can add up to profound improvements. Your body is incredibly resilient, and it responds beautifully to the care you give it. This isn't about striving for perfection, but about making consistent progress. Start with just one food, one simple swap, one small adjustment to your daily routine, and build from there. Each positive step you take is a win for your well-being. It's about building healthier habits that support you in living your fullest life. I'd absolutely love to hear from you. Have you noticed any of these foods affecting your bladder or urinary health? What simple swaps or changes have you found to be most helpful in your own journey towards greater comfort and confidence? Share your experiences, your insights, and your best tips in the comments section below. Your wisdom could be incredibly helpful and inspiring to someone else who might be struggling with similar issues. Let's create a supportive community right here. If this video has shed some light on something you didn't know, or if it's given you some actionable steps to improve your well-being and reclaim your comfort, please take a moment to give it a thumbs up. Your support helps us reach more people who could benefit from this information. And if you want to keep receiving practical, supportive advice to help you thrive at every age, make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our future videos. We're here to help you navigate the journey of aging with confidence and vitality. You truly deserve to live your life to the fullest, free from the constant worry of bladder issues and the endless search for the nearest restroom. Taking proactive care of your urinary health is a vital, yet often overlooked, part of feeling vibrant, energetic, and completely at ease in your daily activities. It's about reclaiming your freedom, your precious sleep, and your peace of mind. Keep making those positive choices. Keep listening to what your amazing body is telling you, and keep believing in your incredible ability to live your best life at every single age. You've got this, and we're here cheering you on every step of the way.